John is a Canadian National Class S1B Mikado type built in 1917 by the Canadian Locomotive Company for use on the former Canadian government railway system before it merged with the Canadian Northern Railway to become the Canadian National. After being exchanged several times, he finally ended up at GS Nation, a place dedicated to all steam locomotives. Mr. Clinton, the owner and caretaker, takes good care of his engines, and 3254 is no exception. When John first arrived at GS Nation, Mr. Clinton immediately had his frame repaired, even though it had to be completely rebuilt from scratch. Mr. Clinton commented that it was worth the wait. John, of course, was thrilled to be back in action. John is a very well-known engine, and he's been glad to be useful again. John's whistle is a fan favorite. A beautiful Canadian National 5-chime whistle, a legend. A whistle that has attracted rail fans from all over the world. But however, one day John would experience something that he wished he had never experienced again. Early one morning, John was in the yard shunting cars. Unlike the bigger engines, John enjoyed shunting. He loved to go around sneaking up on the freight cars and then bashing into them. Irwin often helped him, but this time he was busy with Irving double-heading an excursion, so John was left to manage the yard by himself. Erica was there also. She was double-heading with Jake on a private excursion. Hey there, Erica. Oh, hi, John. What you up to? Not much. What about you? Not much, just shunting cars. Cool. Is he okay? He's fine. He's just tired. Okay, well, I guess I'll see you later then. Okay, later. John was waiting in the yard when an employee walked up to him. Hey, John, I just got a call from Mr. Clinton. He says you're due for your 1472 rebuild today. Oh, God, not that thing. John did not want to get his 1472. He knew he needed it, but he didn't want to. I've got an idea. If I do the work in the yard, then I won't have to get my 1472 done. I don't know, John, that's not a good idea. If you need a 1472, you better get it, otherwise the FRA could shut you down permanently. Oh, what do you know? You're just the driver. Here we go, all I have to do is just keep doing jobs like this and I won't have to get my 1472 done after all. I don't think so, John. You really should get that rebuild. John knew his engineer was right, but he chose not to listen to him. But this turned out to be a very bad choice on John's part. Next week, John was getting ready to pull a passenger train full of rail fans. However, John had no idea what was in store for him. Everyone on board the train was chanting for John to blow his whistle. But when he did, the unthinkable happened. The most ear-piercing, headache-causing sound filled the air. The passengers were so horrified that they fled from the cars, and they all hurried to the station for their refunds and then darted away. What? What has happened to my beautiful 5-chime? Because of your stupidity, something inside of you has gone wrong. And it must be the steam, because the steam gauge has a warning light saying that steam is not flowing correctly. If you would have gotten that 1472 like you were supposed to, this probably wouldn't have happened. No, it would not have happened. No. So what if my whistle doesn't sound good? I'm a steam engine, I got steam, and I'm able to move, so I'm gonna stay running. It won't be that way for long if you keep talking like that, John. We'll see about that. What the hell happened to my bell now? John suddenly heard a clanking noise coming from inside his boiler. What is that? It's coming from inside your firebox, John. Your insides are starting to fall apart. If you don't start being wise and just get that rebuild, you could end up jeopardizing our lives. John didn't reply. He just kept on rolling at his steady pace. John managed to make it to the country Winston station when suddenly he felt a real sharp pain in his boiler. Ow! The driver applied the emergency brakes, and John skidded to a stop next to Irving. Irving saw that John was in pain and tried to comfort him as best as he could. Hey John, you don't look too good. Is everything okay, man? No, my boiler feels like it's going to implode. Oh Jesus, are you due for your 1472? He's been stubborn and doesn't want to get it. Ouch, big mistake, man. Irving, can you please take my passenger train? I can't go on. Of course. As John watched Irving leave with his train, John regretted his decision about not getting his rebuild when he should have. Jessica suddenly showed up and offered to take him to the works. Okay, how can I say no to a girl with such a beautiful voice? She told him that she was getting her rebuild too, and she was on her way to the works. few miles later, they arrived at the maintenance shops and their 1472-day rebuild began. Four years later, Jake and Alex are sitting in the shed chatting with each other early in the morning. Hey Alex, what's up? Not much. What about you, Jake? Same old, same old. Their conversation was suddenly interrupted by a steam whistle. What was that? I don't know, but I think we're about to find out. Oh my God, John, is that you? You look so different. You look so brand new. Yes, Jessica convinced me to get my 1472, and she was right, I feel like. And ever since that day, John always made sure to get any necessary repairs done as soon as possible. And if you're visiting GS Nation, and you see John pulling a heavy train, you can probably see him double-heading with Jessica. Anyways, thanks for watching.